Hi, welcome to my channel.
Today's video is all about the building skills collaboration, and I'm so excited because in this video I'm building cornhole boards, and my son Brad is painting them, airbrushing them, and we are going to finish them off, and I'm so excited. So I hope you enjoy this video. Remember, it's a collaboration. It's called the Building Skills Collaboration. It's hosted by myself, Tammy from Mtn Grandma, and Simply Jan Homestead. And make sure you go to each of our channels. There'll be a playlist for all the videos, and you can watch all of them. Make sure you like and you subscribe, and you hit the thumbs up button, because there's going to be a heck of a giveaway prize. It's going to be a DeWalt tool set. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, comment on the videos, watch all of them, and say something nice about the projects. Encourage everybody and just have fun with it. And to all the creators, I just want to thank you. And I hope you really have fun with your building projects. Let's get going.
We had a dream many years ago to live life away from it all, to have some sheep, maybe a cow or two, with cats and dogs and goats and an occasional moo.
I want to start off with, this is a very simple build. And anybody can build this. It's definitely a beginner level build. And what you need, first of all, is a drill that you can use, or a screwdriver. You need a 6-inch hole saw. And I have mine on my drill. You need some screws and the appropriate bit so that you have the right bit with the right screws, of course. You're going to need a speed square and pencils. Safety goggles are very important. And I'm also using 4 2x4s. Now I have my wood cut for this first board. And you're going to want to cut your 2x4s at 4 at 23 3/4 and 4 at 45. My plywood is cut at 2 pieces. They're cut at 48 inches long and 24 inches wide. Okay, so you can simply go to the big box store and have them cut a sheet of plywood in half, and then have them cut those halves in half. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way first because we're going to build the frame. I'm using some clamps just to help hold the wood in place so it doesn't slip as I'm putting the screws in on each end. I'm going to go ahead and drill out the holes because it'll make the wood go, or the screws go in the wood, a lot easier, and it won't split my wood. So now I flipped it over. I'm doing the other side. And it's all clamped down again. Yeah, even I can grab the wrong tool at times. Okay, So I'm gonna do the other side and then I'll pick you back up. Well, like I always say, my hair's a mess. It's hot out here. We have the air conditioner running in the garage and the fan. But this is finished now. So what I want to make sure that I tell you so you don't mess up is make sure you put your little board on top of the long boards, both ends, okay? So this is all finished. Now we're going to clean this off and put this up here and get the top on. So when you go to put your plywood on, you want to make sure you don't have any cat hair at the bottom like I do. Oh, look at my kitty cats live in my garage. You want to find the best side of your plywood. This one has a little crack down the front, but it can be filled. And this one has several knots on it. So I'm going to use the other side, even though it's got a crack on it, and we're just going to fill it. Just line your board up with your frame. Mine's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add a clamp to it to hold it in place because I'm going to drill 6 holes on one on each end and one in the center on each side. I'm going to put screws there, but I'm also going to put glue and some nails. You don't have to have all of this to make yours. You can simply use nails or screws. So I know my board fits really well, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on it. And I'm going to be adding the glue to the 2x4s, not to the plywood. I want to make sure this is going to hold up. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a glove on. Oh. So I don't have a roller, a glue roller, which I need to invest in. I need to invest in a lot of stuff, but I'm just spreading this glue. And you can see I was pretty generous with it because I want it to stick well. So now I'm taking my board, my cornhole board, I'm going to line it up where it belongs. That's pretty good. And now I'm going to put a clamp on there. Okay. Now I have my clamp on. I'm only putting one on. I'm going to drill my holes. And I'm just going to mark where I want to drill. And so that they're equal on every space. So the first one I'm going to do is going to be down 1 inch. And then I'm going to go 1 inch over as well. And it doesn't matter if you write on this because you're going to sand them. So there's my first mark. And I'm going to go ahead and drill out this hole here. And you want to be sure that you're going straight down. And I'm not going too far because I just want it for the screw. And I'm going to do the same over here on this side. So I'm changing my bit because I want to use smaller screws here. These ones are quite smaller. Now, I'm sinking my screws down just like 1/8 of an inch so that I can plug those. Okay, we have the first 2 screws on. I'll pick you up when I'm done with the rest. So now I'm just going to go around the edge and put in a few nails. Next, I'm going to be measuring 12 inches from the back side over to the center. So we want to make a mark there. I'm just making a mark on both sides in case it's down low. And then I want to mark 9 inches down from the top. Okay, so I'm close to my 12 inches, but I'm just going to go 12 inches over and make sure I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I am. So right here, on this little mark that I've made, I don't know if you can see it, right here, I am going to be drilling using a 6-inch hole saw and drilling the hole out for the cornhole. I'm just going to brush this all off. And yes, I need a vacuum system in my shop, but I don't have one. I'm not even done with my shop yet. I've been doing too much repairs from storms and yeah. We have to sand it and put the legs on and paint it. So here's one done. I'm measuring this at 12 inches. This is for the legs. And then I'm taking my T-square and I'm putting the straight edge along that line. And I'm just simply marking it. This is out of what I had left from 2 2x4s cutting the frame. I'm going to be cutting 2 of these for the legs. You cut, you need to make sure that you're cutting on this side of the line and not that side because it will take material away from that side. So now I'm cutting my legs at 25-degree angle or 22.5-degree angle, excuse me. And I'm lining up the tip of the saw with the corner of the board right here, as you can see right here. Okay? Safety glasses first. And this is why I haven't used this saw since I built the shop, because dust flies everywhere. I don't have the vacuum. So now I have this angle on this board. Sit down. This will be flush with the ground. I'm using a roll of masking tape, and I am just going from the top and rounding off this leg, because if you don't, it's not going to fit right. So you need to round off the top of your leg, making sure that you stay at this height. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to clamp this to the table, and I'm going to use a jigsaw to cut it. You can use whatever saw you have. You can use hand saws for all of these. And I'm just going to hit it real quick with the sander. There's my other board. I'm done. Now we're going to show you how to put the bolts in and install these. So now it's all been rounded off and sanded, and I'm going down 1.5 from the top and over 1 3/4 so that I'm in the center of the board. Make sure that you keep that measurement in mind. And you want to drill down, and I'm using these bolts. Let me see. I don't remember the size of them. They just say 304 on them, but I don't know what size they are. Anyway, they're 6-inch bolts, or 6-inch. Let me measure this to make sure, because I mess up all the time. But these are the right size bolts that you need. These are 4-inch bolts. Okay, let me get this hole drilled, and we're going to drill one in there as well. And you want to make sure your bolt fits in. Mine's too tight. So I've got to find a bigger bit. A bigger drill bit. A little bit bigger than your bolt. We'll just call that a guide hole. Now, this should be perfect. And it is. Okay. I wish I could tell you what size this bit is. I have no clue. But your bit needs to be just a tiny bit bigger than your bolt. Now I'm drilling my hole in the board itself. So now I'm just putting on a lock washer and a washer. Probably should put the washer on first, and then a lock washer. Sorry, it's hot out here. Washer, a lock washer, and the nut. And here's the completed board, legs and all. Well, it's not complete because it's not painted yet. And it's not. There you have it. Both cornhole boards are done and sanded and ready to be painted. How exciting. Wow, that just makes the color pop, doesn't it?
Should work out pretty good. Should look pretty neat. It's gonna soak in a whole lot. Start running out. It's harder to spray.
And it'll leave dots.
Huh?
It'll leave dots.
Well,